All right, all right, all right. Thank y'all. We thank y'all. We thank all. This is Focus on the Positive. Focus on the positive. Focus on the positive. This is Raheem Vassar.
And I'm Spencer.
And Spencer. Yeah, my dog, my brother. We love y'all. We love all the fans. First of all, we want to start this show off, Focus on the Positive, with all praise and thanks and glory belongs to God. And God deserves all the glory for us being able to come to y'all and talk to y'all. And we appreciate everyone. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Goldie, man. You know what I'm saying? Goldie White from Middlesville, Georgia. Shout out to her. Shout out to everybody, the first starters, man, the ones that have been there with us from the beginning. Shout out to Miss Liz. You know, she watched the show. You know, we love Miss Liz, Spencer. We love Miss Liz.
Yeah, we do.
Shout out to Goldie, Miss Liz. Shout out to my wife, my beautiful, lovely wife, my beautiful bride, the blessings of my life, Miss Jessica. Miss Jessica Vassar. Yes, yes, yes. And, well, I want to first start this thing off by saying we want to thank our sponsors. The first sponsors are the fans. The first sponsors are those who subscribe. We thank all the subscribers. So we thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. So today, we are focusing on the positive of all the situations that we have. And we are also going to get into the news of what's going on in the world with ICE and everything. But first, I want to start off with saying we got to start understanding that we got to take responsibility for ourselves. No one can help you until you help yourself first. That's just how I go. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to God first. You got to take accountability. You have to focus. You got to be ready for the change that's to come. You know what I'm saying? And you also have to study, you know, whether it's the Bible and your life to see, you know, to bring you to a higher power to get to God. So, you know, we want to focus on that today. You know what I'm saying? Who you know, if you're always asking God, you know, God, give me something. God, give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. And it's just like you going into a job. You know what I'm saying, Spencer? You at a job and you think you're doing good and you want another position. You want more money. But how can someone give you something when you don't appreciate what you already got and you want something more? You must appreciate what you have first and what you on first, what your assignment is. You know, understand the assignment, like the song said. I understand the assignment. So understand the assignment is to love and appreciate what God and what the world has given you first. Especially if most definitely if it's good and it need to be good. You know, need to focus on that. And God will come along once he sees it, you know, just like anything else. You can't tell the boss, oh, I want another job or I want another position. He has to see it. He has to believe that you are fit for the position before he can bless you with another position. God says in the Bible, if you take one step, I take two. You see what I'm saying? So if you really think about it, man, that's like 2 for 1. That's a hustle. You know, am I right, Spencer? That's a hustle. Anything you do, you get 2 for 1. That's a hustle. And God tells you, if you do that, you know, you take the first step towards something positive, I'll come along and I'll back you up and I'll take 2 steps. You know, so it's just like, you know, no, I'm going to go on the other side. It's like when you're in the county, you want to do, it's just 2 for 1. You can't beat it. You're going to get there faster. You know what I'm saying? It's cutting your time down. When you believe in God, it always cuts your time in half. You know what I'm saying, Spencer? It always cuts your time in half.
What, in prison?
Anywhere. Anywhere. Just life. When you believe in God, yeah, especially in prison, God will cut your time down in half.
If you have a good behavior.
You know? But you gotta allow yourself, you know what I'm saying, to
grow.
Yeah, to grow.
And learn.
To learn.
And absorb.
Yeah, there you go. Preach, brother. Talk, boy. Come on now.
I mean, you know.
Come on.
It's good to be a curious person, you know, and always trying to learn and always being humble, knowing that, hey, I actually don't know anything. And that's okay, because I will learn. I will learn. Like
I told you about the story.
earlier today, we were trying to set up a second camera, and I never know how to do that,
Yeah.
but I was trying to learn.
Okay.
Ran out of time,
What
but
I
we'll
told you
do it
though.
again.
But what I told you, I said, Spencer, what I got? I got the time.
Time.
You know, take what I always tell you before we do the podcast, before we do anything, Spencer, take your time. Because listen, if we try to skip over everything, remember I told you about the 5 steps to the sale when I used to sell cars, and I'm going back to really soon. I'm gonna
It's
sell
okay
some. Yeah, so
for the new ones.
yeah, most definitely. When you doing anything, you got to take the steps, because if you miss step one and try to go to step three, you're gonna have to come back to step one because you missed step one. So no matter what I always tell you when we're working, the customer is always right, but you are in control. Did I always say this, Prince?
Customers aren't always right.
Yeah, but that's true. But this is the policy. So our policy is we in control. You control what goes on, because you can't get none if we don't give it to you.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? That's why God is always in control.
Mhm.
We are employees and slaves and servants of God. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we do. He gives the command, we go out and we try to execute it to our best ability.
Mhm.
Though we may fail, though we may come short of the glory of God, you know what I'm saying? We do, because you can't count your blessings. You get up in the morning, you can't count the blessings and everything that's working, functioning in your body. Well, let's stay on point though. You got to. You got to, you know what I'm saying, help yourself. You got to get up. You got to say, I'm going to do this myself. I'm going to make sure that I do this myself. You know what I'm saying? Because and it's hard, because a lot of us don't forgive, to carry on. We don't forgive the mistakes we made. We don't forgive the people that we think holding us back. You got to let it go. You know what I'm saying? Hard working person, the hardest person to forgive, it ain't your friend that crossed you. It ain't your mother that did you, that might ain't, that you got some animosity against, but God forgives you. Don't. It ain't your brother or your sister that you beefing with to forgive. The hardest person to forgive is yourself. You gotta forgive yourself first before you can give room to forgive anybody else. You ain't gotta blame yourself, but forgive yourself. Give yourself room to grow. Forgive yourself, so and give yourself time to heal. Because a lot of us don't heal. We need to heal through any situation, any bad situation, any trial or tribulations. You know what I'm saying? We gotta forgive ourselves first, because we can't grow. It's like a ball and chain on you.
Yeah.
And your wife is not your ball and chain. Your girlfriend, the streets are not your ball and chain. You forgiving yourself for making mistakes is your ball and chain. Once you forgive yourself, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit,
Mhm.
Smith.
And if you have some regrets, and sometimes those regrets will always come back and haunt you, like, okay, why am I not this way? Why am I not that way? Why am I not as cool as this person? Well, I'll tell you what, if you let go of those shackles that are tying you down, and you strive to be like that person you want to be, you
Mhm.
can eventually be that person.
That's
Say,
right.
I want to be more talkative. And actually told myself this for years. I wish I was this. I wish I was that. And I kept thinking of like my childhood or whatever,
Mhm.
thinking, okay, but this is the way I was raised. This is who I am. But I want to be this way. You don't have to be that way.
We was
Just,
talking about that today on the way
yeah.
back.
Well, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, we was talking about that.
Just don't let your past hold you back. You can be who you want to be, Willie,
Talk, boy.
day by day. It takes a bit
That's
of
right,
practice.
Smith.
It's not like you can wake up and be an extrovert.
Yeah.
It takes work.
Yeah. What it
Yeah.
got into you today, man? You're feeling good. Spence feeling good, y'all. You just, I'm saying,
I'm
but
not on I'm not on
yeah,
anything.
but
Just vibes
it's the whole, we a
and
family. Focus on the positive of family. Everyone who subscribe, everyone that looks at it, everyone that's supportive of what we're trying to do. We a family. We a family. We trying to do something positive. You know what I'm saying? We trying to do something good for the world. You get up every day and you ask yourself, what have I done to contribute to what God has given me? And God has given you a life. God has given you another day. You got the
yeah.
badasses, you got the thugs or whatever, but everybody sits down at night before they go to sleep and they judge themselves. If you have a conscience, you do. So when you have a conscience of right and wrong, and you are mentally stable to know that what you did was wrong today, what you did was right today. You judge yourself. Every man judges himself before he falls asleep. You think about what you did right. Every woman does it too. Probably as a man. I sit back before I close my eyes, man, I shouldn't have talked to this person this way. Man, that person shouldn't have talked to me. I shouldn't have let that slide. I need to get up and do this tomorrow. I need to be more focused. Man, if I wouldn't have, slept or if I wouldn't have, been lazy or I shouldn't have did this, we all judge ourselves. That's your subconscious telling you, every time you need to get up and do better. Hopefully you have that. Hopefully you have that. It was a situation, Spencer, where I was down and out, man, and like I said, we're gonna stay on the topic of, you got to do it, you got to get up and do it yourself. And that goes into saying, you know, you have to understand that don't nobody owe you nothing. When you are grown adult, don't nobody owe you nothing. They don't owe you time, they don't owe you energy, they don't owe you goodness, they don't owe you money, they don't owe you nothing. I remember one time, you know, my homeboy done it, my best friend. Shout out to D Boy, man. Shout out to we're gonna say it like this here. I was got into an incident and family incident. He family too. So I called him Spencer and I was like, man, I'm going through this. And now, mind you, I did owe him some money, but he was, very set out person. Praise God for him and his family and what he contributed to this world too. And I called him. And I was like, man, I messed up, man. I'm in a hard situation. And, we were talking and it brought tears to my eyes when I was talking to him because, you had to call someone that you basically supposed to, have a long standing relationship with. And he went to telling me, he was like, Raheem, blah, 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 blah. You got to get your shit together. He said, man, don't nobody owe you shit. I don't owe you shit. Your mama don't owe you shit. Your dad don't owe you shit. Your girl don't nobody in this world owe you nothing. You got to get up and get it on your own. Now, even though, yeah, nigga, you didn't say it coming from a good place, but it's all good. It's all love. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm on your ass. But anyway, it taught me a lesson and I never forgot it. Some things, you don't forget. Sometimes you hear things that people say a meaning or a saying, and you be like, well, why do I want to remember this? Why am I remembering this situation? And I don't hate the person or hate him or dislike him or mad at him for what he told me because it was a awakening. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about the passion, but it was an awakening. And, he told me that, and through it all, I never forgot that. I never forgot, you know, this and I at the time it was a bad situation for me, but it was a learning lesson. And it always taught me every time I come up with something, Spencer, don't nobody owe you shit, man. You gotta get up and do it yourself. You know, you know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I say that to say everything in this world that you want, you don't need nobody but the willpower from God. And the willpower comes from God, so you don't need nobody but God. And I ain't blaming nobody for and not saying I didn't. You know what I'm saying? But I'm willing to forgive, and I have forgiven everybody. That's why I'm able to sit right here, look in this camera, speak on this microphone, look at you, Spencer, say, you know what? The world don't owe me shit. Cause my nephew Tay G, he used to go out. He put on Facebook when he have a good time or whatever, Instagram. And well, shout out to Tay G Hillside, man. I love you, my nephew. I love you. He support me. You know what I'm saying? With what I'm doing in my life right now. And I really love him. He's a good person. He's an asshole sometimes, but he a good person. Yeah. But he always say, man, no matter what I spent last night, no matter what went on, last night don't owe me shit. Macon don't owe me shit. Whatever he was at, Warner Robins. Shout out to Macon. Shout out to the Mactown and the Wartown. But he used to say that. So when you having a good time and you go out for good intentions to have a good time, and when you doing anything with a good heart, nobody owe you nothing, man. You know, whatever you will find yourself in a better position when you do things for people and you don't want nothing back. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? Whether they give you something back or not, you ain't even worry about it. You ain't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we rush to people, rush to this and rush to that. And it's a saying in this, go to God first. Now, it says in the Quran, believe in God, but tie up your camel. So what they're saying is right now, believe in God, but lock your car door. Believe in God, but lock your doors when you come out. It's a reason why you got doors, because doors made for people to knock and locks and stuff like that there. So believe in God, but don't never, the devil is always out there. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna stay on topic. We're gonna, we want to talk about experiences and stuff like that as we can about, us taking control of our destiny, us taking control of our future. You know what I'm saying? And taking advantage of the blessings that God has given us in a good way, in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to you can never take advantage of God. You know what I'm saying? You can never count the favors of God, and you can never deny, anything that God has done for you. Which are the favors of your Lord will you both jid and men deny? None. You can't. You can't deny the favors of what God have done for you. You can't count them. It says in the Quran, it says, if all the trees were pens and all the oceans and seas were ink, you can never write out the blessings of God that He's done for you in your lifetime or anybody's lifetime. Just think about that though. That's a lot of ink. And that's a lot of pens. And that's a lot of trees. We can never do that. So please learn from what I'm saying. I hope everybody learn from what I'm saying, because God can be the judge of blessings and God can be the judge of chastisement and punishment. What you want to do is you want to make it, you want to go to God and ask God for forgiveness for everything that you did wrong. Just let it go. And then sometimes you got to ask God for forgiveness for those that done you wrong. And you got to ask God for the power and the strength to forgive others, because it ain't easy.
And forget.
I'm
That's
still
the hardest part.
Yeah, no disrespect.
And completely forget about whoever did you wrong. And
it's hard. It's hard. But no. I didn't say forget. I said forgive.
And forget.
No, shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I forget, now I don't want to forget, because forgetting will Spencer, I don't want to forget. I want to forgive. You see what I'm saying? I wish I can forget, but then again, you wish you don't, because I can forgive you, and it could be no more to it. But but forgetting, I can't forget what you did, because you would do it again. You see what I'm saying? Guess what? Because you don't want to forget what you did wrong to yourself. You see what I'm saying? You can forgive yourself, but you don't want to forget. See, if you forget, then you'll do it again.
Well, you won't actually forget, but you don't let what happened in the past stay in the present.
That's two separate.
You don't bring it with you.
That's in the same topic.
You can forgive them, but if you bring it with you the next time you go see them, it's like, I'm not mad about what you did, but I'm still thinking about it.
Nah, it ain't even that. You just listen. I tell you what. If you walking in the yard, in your backyard, and you cutting with a weed eater, and you come across a yellow jacket nest, and you stir them up and they sting your ass. Okay. You ain't mad at the bees. You know what I'm saying? You might be mad at the time, but them bees, they protecting what they're supposed to do. So you forgive them. Or, but you don't forget that the motherfucker's over there. You see what I'm saying? You see my point now? You see what I'm saying? Now, that's they doing just like anybody else. A person is going to be that person. You can't be mad at a person for being who they are. You can't. If you're a good person, you are who you are. No disrespect. You can't be mad at a racist for being a racist. You can't be mad at a murderer for being a murderer. You know what I'm saying? But you must, understand, that's who they are. That's what they're gonna do. You have all type of people in this world. People, we ain't gotta go that far. You got people that just do certain shit. You might love them, you might not love them, you might know them, you might not know them, but that's who they are. And you can't forget that. If you let them in your life, you know what I'm saying, and you have to deal with them, and they, you can't forget. You let if you know a thief is a thief, and he might aim to steal from you, but you can't forget he a thief though. Okay, come on, man, I'm gonna help you out of He might got another skill or something he can do for you, but you can't let him round nothing because you know he a thief. See what I'm saying?
But what about this though?
Mm-hmm.
So, you probably have some old girlfriends, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
right? And they did you wrong,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe you forgive them. Okay, but then
But bitch, I ain't gonna forget what you did to me.
No,
No,
but
I'm just
look,
playing.
if now you have something new,
You
something
dirty
better.
bitch. No, they're playing.
Now you have something better, right? And so if you carry that memory of them into the relationship, it's like some days it's like, oh yeah, I love my wife, but they did me wrong.
Wait,
What if the
like a
that,
divorce?
or like let's say you can
Mhm.
forgive somebody for cheating on you, right?
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
do
cheat.
that, but don't go back to him.
Don't cheat.
Boy, you're gonna drag yourself. Hey, listen, yeah, that's
But look,
another
you
subject.
move on.
Woo!
You move on, right?
Woo!
And you're with somebody new.
Mhm.
You could forgive them for cheating on you, right?
Mm.
But then you don't want to carry that. Damn, I hope she don't cheat on me.
Yeah, but
You don't want to carry that pain and hurt.
that's the
And
forgiveness.
there's a pattern that you start to recognize. Hey, this person hurt me. Women suck. Okay, boom.
Have you ever had your heart broken before?
Yeah,
For real?
yeah, sure.
How many times, Spencer?
I mean, a couple times.
Damn.
But it's not like
I can count 3. That's why I'm married, man. I don't want no more of that shit.
But yeah, you don't want to
These
carry it
bitches
with you.
ain't shit.
See, you don't want to carry your past with you
I
when
love
you're
y'all,
in
though.
something new.
Yeah.
You know, you want to give your 100% attention to the person you're with right now.
You got to give yourself time to heal.
Mhm.
Listen,
You do.
what I understand about something like that, Spencer, when you in a relationship and the one that done the dirt be the one that move on the fastest. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they never gave a fuck. Oh, excuse me. They never cared in the first place. So they already been prepared to move on. But the one that really loved the person, that really was hurt by it, either hurt or he or
Mhm.
she, it be male or female. Ladies, I know how y'all feel too. Because you know what? Sometimes, a man, you do shit and when you get hurt, you be like, oh my God. Because it hurt a man more than hurt a
Yeah.
woman. Know what I'm saying? We going to some shit, hell, but that's another story too. But
Mhm.
you got to learn, you know what I'm saying, when you're doing stuff like that, you when you go through it and you start bettering yourself. And the first thing you say to yourself is, most men, you trying to get the woman back. But,
Yeah.
but I say to that, if you work on yourself, you work out, you fast, you stop things, you double check and triple check things that's going wrong, because disloyalty and betrayal is hell. Oh, trust you me, it hit like 5 tons of bricks and then some more. You really got to be careful with how you play with people, because what goes around comes around. And God, you know, we want to first start off by saying thank you to Miss Jennifer. Miss Jennifer, we thank you. And we want to also start with, yes, because it's called positive. What she got? Positive, just positive thoughts. We have positive, focus on the positive. So what I want to say is, this is the product of Miss Jess Norvell. Where you can go to jessnorvell.com. She has, it's a holistic product. She's an estheticianist. She specializes in handcrafted skincare products, such as the oil for your skin and your hair, soap products also. This is real good. Plus, I usually see how beautiful I look. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
What's in there?
This is basically coffee beans, and it's a lot of good stuff in there. So yeah, it's real good. You ought to get you something special for your wife. So you can see what's in it.
It looks like there's like a vine or something in there.
Yeah. Like I said, she specializes in skincare.
And this one has
holistic.
some grass, some flower buds or something.
Look at the soap. Look at the soap. Check the soap out. You got to know it now. Skincare. Smells good too, don't it?
I can't smell through the plastic.
Yeah, that's good. That means it's fresh.
But it does look natural. I see some.
It's ready for shipping.
Or something in there.
Y'all hit her up at jessnorvell.com. You know what I'm saying? Norvell products, holistic, and she specializes in making handcrafted skincare products. She's been in the business and doing real well since 2018. And we want to thank her. We want to thank all the sponsors. We also want to thank Mr. William Mason. Mr. William Mason, as in William Mason's handyman service in Baldwin County. You can reach him at 478-25166 6628. So you can reach Mr. William Mason, Mr. William Mason, far as that, with anything you want done with your house, my brother do anything. But well, when that karma come back, who they get back is a mother. Woo, Lord have mercy. But when you heal right and you go to God, no matter, even if you're wrong, and you go to God and you tell God and you ask God and you talk to God, help me, heal me, make me better. I know I was wrong. Don't because sometimes it ain't just the person that hurt you or that cheat on you. It's a lot of times it be two motherfuckers doing wrong at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You gotta count it. You gotta count it. You can't never just blame one side, because it's two sides. It's three sides to every story. You, them, and the truth. And the truth is God, because He sits up there in between everybody. You know what I'm saying? When you sit in a room, you're gonna build you're gonna build a room with no doors. It's gonna be two identities in that room, you and God. And that when you think it's gonna be two people, when you ain't gotta say nothing, but it's in your brain, it's gonna be two identities that know what you thinking, you and God. So work on yourself, forgive yourself, because nobody don't owe you nothing in this world. God don't owe you nothing, but He promises you, if you take that one step, I'll take two. So He's giving you an invitation, to do better and to be better. It's up to you to take it. You know what I'm saying? It's really, you got to help yourself. You got to get out there first. You got to heal yourself. You got to, don't be narcissistic. Don't be a hypocrite. And when it's any room left that you done wrong, hey, that's mine. Bring it here. I did that. You know what I'm saying, Spence? Give it to me.
Yeah. Actually, I have a cool story, actually.
Come on with it, Spence.
So this was a couple years ago. I got my heart broke a little bit,
Woo!
but really I ended it. Well, I'm not going to go into that, but
we want to hear
in
about
a couple months, I just want to say this. In a couple months, I gained almost 30 pounds of muscle.
Working out.
In a couple months, just
working out,
going hard, because I had my heart broken, right? And then I was like, look,
come on,
I got to do something. So I started really going to church. I surrounded myself with good people.
Yeah.
And I was going to the gym. And there were days where I was like, I don't really want to go to the gym, but I know what my night would look like if I didn't do something hard that day.
Now you're buff and tough, ain't it? Listen, but listen, you done it, but you kept it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You listen, you might have done it. Oh, I hope she see me. You know what I'm saying? Am I right? A little bit?
Oh, yeah, I did a little bit.
But guess what? She didn't come back. But guess what? She didn't have to come back. You kept that muscle in you. You kept that mind state. You see what I'm saying? See, listen.
You don't have to wallow in your own despair.
Listen.
Go out and better yourself to make you better for the next person.
Right. That's right. But you got to forget, listen. God says in the Quran, and it should be said in the Bible, it might do somewhere, all praise be to God. We speak from both aspects, Christmas, but Allah says in the Quran, you hold on to those things that are bad for you, and you run from those things that are good for you. You see what I'm saying? You ran to the gym.
Yeah.
It was
ran towards God. It was
see
good.
what I'm saying? Yeah. Sometimes we want something. And Allah tells you in the Quran, what's for you, what's not for you, won't even come your way.
Yeah.
But what's for you won't pass you by. It's gonna hit you. That's good and bad. You know what I'm saying? But you only get what your hands put forward. If you put good forward in the world, and your hands produce, and your mind produce, and your vibe produce good things gonna come to you.
Yeah.
Look how Spencer, me and you came together. I never imagined, but my heart was good. Your heart was good. You know what God said?
Actually, the story was weird though.
Yeah.
Because before you even said anything, I was like, damn, you know how nice it'd be if I was on a podcast with him and we actually had our own thing?
That's what you said?
And then you came, and then I went to church and I was bawling my eyes out at church.
For real?
And
Why? Talk about that. Let's talk about that.
I said, I made a promise to God, right? I mean, it was a new church. It was crazy. But
But give us why. Tell the people, I know the fans of the scribers,
actually,
our
it's
family
actually
want to know.
crazy.
Come on.
So what they said was it was in the song. They
Mm.
kept saying break those chains, and that's what did. And then right then and there, I
What
was like,
chains were you trying to break?
I really don't even know.
Was it racism? Was it
No.
was
It was
it
like
was it fear?
I don't
Was it
know.
was
It
it was
wasn't
it
that.
what give me a
I don't
feeling,
know what it was.
but you broke it.
Yeah,
This was right before
I
you
broke those chains. Right.
how
Yeah.
long this was before you talked to me about the podcast?
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
So literally like 2 days. The next time I saw you, I worked and you came up to me.
So what in that aspect?
But look, I think in a way I prayed towards this. So in a way, I feel like
How you
that
feel you
promise I
prayed
made with because we were talking about it.
before
and
you went to
then-
this before you went to church, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I went to wasn't even really thinking about that really, and I don't even know if we were really even gonna do it. But you came up to me was like, yeah, whatever. I was like, that has to be God right there because there's something about it.
Praise God.
There's something about that promise I made and me bawling my eyes out. Next time I saw you, you came up to me was like, hey, would you want to do this? I'm like, hell yeah. And I remember before, we were getting all our stuff, we were like, dude, this is like, I feel like God, you said, I feel like God has like his hand in this kind of thing.
What I say is, Spence.
And I was feeling the same thing too. I don't know why.
But tell the people this. You felt God from church. I felt God from Juma. You felt God from Christianity. I felt God from Islam. You white, I'm black. You younger, I'm older. You see what I'm saying? You come from a prestige and, growing up good, family shelter you. Mine, I'm
Sure.
in the streets. But look at us. Look at us. Look what can be accomplished. Look what could be accomplished. You know what I'm saying? When God is involved, when you take the first step, when you say to yourself, don't nobody owe me nothing.
Start today.
But what?
Start today.
Huh? Say it again, Spence.
Says start today.
We'll start the talk, boy. I'm a boy. Hey, yeah.
And back to, I want to be like this person. I want to be extroverted. I want to go to the gym.
Yeah.
It's the biggest thing.
Yeah. Have I helped you?
I want to go to the gym. We'll go today.
How have I? Just let me know as a friend, Spencer. As a friend, I really want to know. And this is personal, but we're gonna do it out right here only because this podcast is personal to me. How have I helped you in that? How have I helped you in that aspect of you, being a better person and opening up more? If you don't mind, telling our family.
This is a new thing.
Okay.
I do feel like I'm more comfortable. I mean, just talking to a camera, talking to you, talking to people like you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll be taking him places like the barbershop. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I've been to a barbershop before.
I'm saying like mine, like that one. They went to the hood.
Well, yeah, nobody's ever talked to me that much, but
Yeah.
not in a barbershop. Normally when I go to get my hair cut, it's just like I go and sleep in the chair while they do my hair.
Not me. I got to see what they doing to mine because I got to
Nah.
be fly.
I don't know why. I sit in that chair and I just start falling asleep.
Yeah, no, I be want to though, but
Yeah.
but I'm glad, Spencer, and I never know that you went to church and cried. I never know that.
I think I told you.
Nah, you didn't. You didn't. I never heard it before, Spencer. But them were. I'm glad that them were tears of joy. Them were tears of.
They weren't of joy. They were like of beginning.
Yeah, that's even good too.
I guess joy. They weren't sadness, but I don't think they were joy.
Yeah. And not, I gotta say this. This tied in before we got out of it, but when that was told to me, you remember when I was, we're gonna get back, especially with saying about him in church, but when it comes to the part I was telling you about when I asked my friend, I was like, man, I need this, man,
Yeah.
Don't kick nobody when they down, when they need you. That's my word. This is my, other than what we're talking about, do it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? God gonna take that step, them 2 steps. You take one, God gonna take 2. Don't nobody owe you nothing. You know what I'm saying? You got to get up and do it for yourself. Let's stay on topic. But I also want to say, if someone that you love and that you call your friend, that you call your brother, that you call your sister, that you call your son, that you call close to you, that you love, if they do something that you don't like, don't wait until they down to tell them about themselves. Don't wait until they weak to tell them about themselves. Don't wait till the world is beating on them or doing them bad to tell them what they did wrong to you or what they did that you don't like. Tell them when they do it. You see what I'm saying? Don't be a coward and wait. Oh yeah, he weak now. Oh, he ain't strong. I can tell him now. Yeah. That's like you a coward. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Would you fight a person? Oh, yo, I'm gonna wait till he. No, man. If you a soldier, if you real, and they your friend, don't wait till they down and out to tell them that they wronged you. That ain't being a good friend. If you can't tell that person that, listen, man, I respect you, I love you, you my partner, you my friend, you my brother, you my cousin, you someone I love. When they do you wrong or say something wrong, don't be like, yeah, I'm gonna wait till that motherfucker get out. I'm gonna tell him about himself. Wait. He gonna lose that money. Wait, he gonna crash that car. Wait, he gonna lose that job. Wait, that woman gonna leave him. Wait, they ain't gonna cheer for him no more. I'm gonna wait on it. Then I'm gonna tell him, yeah, you're down now. Yeah, ha. You remember what you did to me? Ha. That's a coward. That's a coward. Cause you was scared to tell him or tell her how you feel when they was up. If somebody do something to Raheem Hassan Vassar, I'm gonna tell him then. I ain't gonna wait. Oh man, you tried to front on me when you had this. Oh man, you talked to me like that when you had that. Now look at you. No, I ain't doing none of that. I ain't doing none of that. Whenever you do something to me, I'm gonna tell you right then, bruh, you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? Why? Because if I can't beat you or tell you or talk to you when you're up and when you did it, ain't no need to saying nothing when you're down. Because you don't need that when you're down. If I love you, I'm going to tell you then, bro, that ain't what you're supposed to do. Because I love you, bro. I love you, sis. I love your friend. I love you, cuz. You know, I'm going to tell you now. I ain't gonna wait to hold no animosity in my heart towards you for what you did. I'm gonna tell you now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you when you do something. That would separate me from a lot of people that I know in my life. You know what I'm saying? That would separate me from a lot of people that I love in my life. I'm gonna tell you right then and there. I ain't gonna wait till tomorrow and go back. No, I don't like that what you said. I don't like that what you did. I'm gonna tell you now. If you don't like it, then we ain't gotta continue on. Why should I tuck my tail and go home and think about, oh man, that man said it. You know what I'm saying, Spence?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And
If somebody do something wrong to you and you love them, tell them. Don't wait till they fall, because when they fall and when they down, they don't need that. They need that love from you.
And if somebody does that to you, you might as well just leave them. You really see what kind of person they are.
Exactly. If I did you so wrong and I'm the problem, get rid of the problem. Right or wrong, Spence?
Yeah. It's like the equivalent of, like, you know, your mom just died and then your wife leaves you because you're all sad or whatever.
Then you come to me.
That's the equivalent.
Yeah. Why
And
you
then
gonna
you're like, look,
yeah.
you don't want to take them back now. Look, they already left you. You might need them.
Same thing.
But now they show, you know,
They show their
marriage
true
is supposed to
colors.
be through sickness and health, whatever.
When you see this, people that I know, when you see this, because it's a lot of people that I know, Spence. You know, I ain't a perfect guy, man. Yeah, I done made some mistakes, you know, but but guess what? What have I done to you? What have we done to people to deserve? A lot of times, you know, when somebody, this is my philosophy. When somebody does something to you that you wouldn't do to them, leave them alone. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? Leave them alone. You know the criteria of a friend. You know the criteria in the contract of being there for someone and being someone, you know what I'm saying, with their partner, their friend, their, you know, something like that. You know what the steps in the contract is.
That's right.
You know. So when you waiting on a person, you always felt like that in the first place. You just was waiting on the right opportunity to see me down. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch them type of people. You call them your best friend for years. You love them because they're your brother and your sister, but they got animosity and jealousy in their heart because they feel that you know more, you're stronger, you're better, and they feel inferior towards you. They'll never tell you. And guess what? They done double down on dragging your name through the mud so bad that guess what? They just like the Trump supporters. no matter what goes on, they gonna still, yeah. But look at that man saved the world. Oh, he still ain't shit though. Oh, look at that man. That man fed the world. Oh, he still ain't shit though. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do. And because they already been spitting on your name and spitting loss in there on your name so long to where I know a person, man. I ain't gonna say no name. This is a real motherfucking story. I know a person that's close to me, and they know who I'm talking about. This person had a wedding ring that her husband bought her. You see what I'm saying? And my cousin of mine came to this person's house, and he left, and she couldn't find her ring when my cousin left her house. So she blamed the person for about 2 years or better, maybe more, far as I know, years of stealing this ring. Guess what happened to this ring, y'all? Her same husband that gave her this ring took the ring back the same time that person came to the house, put it in a sock, and hid it. And it went on. They didn't broke up, split up, came back together, and the sock with the ring deep in the back of the dresser drawer. You see what I'm saying? Listen now. So one day, they didn't got back together. This is a year or years or whatever. I don't know the extent of it. But she can't stand this person telling everybody he a thief. He stole my ring. Blah 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 blah. I can't stand him. This person really don't know that the other A B is well. My cousin don't know that this person is just spitting all type of shit. That he a thief. My cousin don't know he stole no ring. Man, the motherfucker go in the dresser drawer one day trying to clean the dresser drawer out. Open it, like, damn, what the hell is this in this sock? Find the ring. It's years later. Do you know that the person didn't have enough courtesy or respect, and this person ain't never did nothing wrong to him, to say, you know what? I blamed you for stealing this ring. I just found this ring. I apologize. You know what this person did? Oh, fuck him. I still can't stand him, because if he ain't steal that, he probably stole something from me. He still ain't no good. What the hell?
Oh, hell nah.
And I'm telling you, I stand on this. And I hope they see this shit, because they know who I'm talking about. And they still talk bad about the person. And you know what I'm saying? It was your own husband who got mad at you, put the ring up, y'all done separated, came back, separated again. He done forgot the ring in the dresser drawer in a sock. You know how you put the sock together, and he stuck there. Yeah, and now you done went in there trying to clean the dresser. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's a damn ring that I blame so-and-so. And still, it don't like him, cuss him out, give him the evil eye every time I see him. You know what I'm saying?
That's actually a crazy thing to do.
Yeah, but I got some stories.
I bet you they're still a liar, though.
No, man, this person here is I love this person. I love both of them. I ain't gonna say no name, but I love both of them. Man, I got all type of shit to tell y'all. I don't, it is what it is.
That's just pride.
When they see this shit, I wonder what they gonna say. That motherfucker. Yeah, I'm telling on all y'all. Not no snitching on no shit like that to the Fed, not no killing or stealing. But you blame that person for stealing that ring, and you found the ring, and you to this day, and it's been, man, it's had to be like 5, 6, 7 years ago that they still don't acting like they don't like the person. Why would you not like the person? The person ain't never stole. You hated this person for so long. You like, you know what? I've been hating them for this long. Might as well keep on going. But the person don't even know you hate them like this. Person don't even know that you misplaced the ring or found it, or you blame them for the ring. I think I did tell the person though. Yeah, might know, but they know now. But crazy. You gotta watch people, man. People gonna be who they are. You know what I'm saying? But at all times, you gotta forgive. And I hope that's what I'm trying to say about the whole thing. You gotta be accountable. You know you was wrong for blaming the person for stealing the ring. You know the person ain't steal the ring. You done told everybody this person stole the ring. You found the ring years later in your house. In what really the person? Well, that motherfucker. Get what that motherfucker might say. He done found a way to get in here, stick the ring in the sock, and put it in the dresser drawer.
That's crazy.
I bet you, I done heard that too from the person. I said, man, these motherfuckers crazy. But that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to forgive yourself and forgive others. Now, that's a point where you can be like, you know what? I hope this person hear this. I really hope y'all hear this, because this is a true story. I was there when it happened. I was there when it was found, and I was there after it. You know what I'm saying? And, the person who was blamed for doing it, he a good person. To me, I love you, cuz you a good person. I can't say the other person name. They'll put two and two together, but when they hear, they'll know what I'm talking about, man. But just know, at the end of the day, y'all, you can't, you got to take the first forward step to apologize to yourself. And then, hopefully, if you a strong enough person in your heart, because I don't want to be around, if I done something, I don't want to be around nobody. I hope you make this a short. I don't want to be around nobody that I done wrong and then apologize. If I done you wrong. Now, if you done something to me and I had to retaliate, you know what I'm saying, to protect myself or check you about something, then that's another situation. But if I done you wrong, I ain't never done a person wrong that I could think of what I didn't want to say, man, you know what, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man, but it's people, man, that do people wrong, be like, man, fuck it. I'm not that type of person. I can't go to I can't go to sleep at night. Cause we all make mistakes. But if I make a mistake, me, Raheem Hassan Vassar, make a mistake, I want to apologize for it. And if I made a mistake to you and I haven't, I'm telling you right now, on this national podcast, Focus on the Positive, I apologize to you. If I done anything, all relationships, friends, family, sister, brother, I'm sorry. May God forgive me. And I pray that you forgive me too. You know what I'm saying? I pray to God that He put us in your heart to forgive me. I want to be forgiven. If you see me and you want to talk about it, you want to comment, you want to say something, you want to pull me to the side, anything, just get in touch with me. I'm very approachable.
Come on the podcast and you can talk shit about Raheem.
Yeah. Hey, anybody want to say what Raheem did to him wrong, what Raheem ain't doing right now, what Raheem ain't corrected, I don't give a fuck what it is. What allegations you got, let's clear it up. Let's do it. I'm an open book. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real one. You know what I'm saying? A realist. My wife is a holistic. I am a realist. You know what I'm saying? Just like her, I deal in pure things. I'm not a genius. Yeah, I'm a genius. Yeah. God bless me. But I will tell you this. Hey, I'm open. You know what I'm saying? I'm open. If I did you wrong and you say I did you wrong, bring it to me. You come in, we come on the podcast, you call me. I'm very approachable. I'm very open. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, you're gonna approach me. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. And I understand a little hostility, but I ain't never robbed nobody. You know what I'm saying? You know, not nobody, that I know now that's still living. But, like that, I'm being honest, but you know what I'm saying? I might owe nigga $100 here, $100 there. You can come get it. Nigga doing better now. Once they hit me up. You feel me? But hey, make a long story short, if I done something to you, get in touch with me. It's easy. You see the podcast, got Facebook, Hassan Vassar, everything. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you know what I'm saying? YouTube. Leave a comment, send a message. Don't matter. I'm ready. He ain't ready, baby.
I mean, I don't know if you do, but I read all the comments. I do.
Yeah, I read them. I love y'all.
Yeah.
I love TikTok. Hey, you don't like what Raheem say, you like Raheem say, comment. Yeah. You want to get on here and talk about it? Come on.
Yeah, some people actually taught me a few things too.
What they taught you, Spence?
I didn't know they were actually I didn't verify this, but I just kind of assumed that most of the ICE are in, some of the cities. Not all of them.
What city? Most.
I mean, I know about Minneapolis, of course.
Yeah.
How many? I knew about Atlanta. I knew about some places in Tennessee.
Yeah, but they ain't fucking with Atlanta like that, though. They don't want.
No, I mean, they've been here.
Yeah, come tell
for
them.
About a year.
Yeah, what they doing?
But they're doing their job.
They ain't doing nothing.
It just kind of sucks.
It's Georgia, baby.
But,
we got Brian Kemp, baby.
We did this last time, but it's just kind of weird how violent they are in Minneapolis.
Mm-hmm. We on news now.
Like they don't even have to be attacked. They're just like going up to people's cars and trying to pull them out.
You saying that now?
No, I mean I said that last time.
Man,
but
listen.
I still don't think you should go out and try to fight them.
Man, they just claiming their territory,
Because if they're doing wrong, doesn't give you an excuse to go do wrong to them as well.
I don't think nobody really doing wrong, man. I think it's just like people in their neighborhood and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? With ICE, I don't think. But listen, ICE can be like this. maybe Trump got lucky and said, I want the dumbest motherfuckers and the most, you know, uh, uh, most minded, most manipulating mind that I can get.
You're saying he's manipulated?
No, he's manipulating them. No, you go out because listen, if you really think about it, what's going to happen after Trump gone? If another Republican come in or another Democrat come in, and all the ICE gonna listen, all you ICE people, I'm telling you, when the new president come in, they're gonna find a way to charge y'all for that dumb shit that y'all did. I'm telling you, it's only gonna that's the only way to calm the people. Because guess what? I'm gonna tell you another thing too. African American, Negroes, blacks, niggers, listen, they coming for you. You know, Trump got a plan. You think, oh yeah, he testing it out on his own kind. You know what I'm saying? He coming for your ass now. Listen, we gotta be smart. We gotta stick together. You know what I'm saying? Worst thing to listen to them. When you killing your own kind, you feel me? Really, it's genocide what Trump doing. Because he's killing his own kind. He ain't killing no black folk now. He ain't no what he ain't going to, I guarantee you, Trump ain't in now hood. He ain't going through Watts with no motherfucking ICE. He ain't going through Compton. He ain't going through Memphis on the west side, on the south side, on the north side. He ain't going through Chicago. You feel me?
But here's the thing though. They apparently are in there.
Ain't no gangs in Minneapolis.
No, but look, they're in ICE. Or ICE is in those cities.
Okay, what they doing?
I just have a question. I don't even really have an answer.
Ain't no niggas out there marching. Believe that now.
No, yeah, no, people are marching here. People are walking out
the
of the
hood.
schools.
Ain't nobody gonna march. Ain't nobody marching through the hood. And that's another thing. When ICE come through the hood, ain't nobody gonna be out there. No ICE, no ICE. When we see the police, we run. When we see anything like that, we out the way. So ain't no need of them coming through there. They ain't gonna get no answers. They ain't gonna get who stay at or nothing. That's why they ain't there. You really got to think about it. Think about why they ain't there. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, the only reason why ICE is in places like Minnesota and other places is because whites are saying, we want you here. Tell the truth.
No, they're everywhere. They're in Atlanta right now.
Where?
They came to Atlanta
They are
right
not
now.
stopping cars in Atlanta like they do in Minnesota.
No, but that's why I'm saying, why is Minnesota, why are they allowed to go around and crash
We don't play that
cars?
shit over here.
No, but in some videos I've seen,
the black people ain't there.
ICE starts it.
Listen.
So why is Minneapolis, like they take it to 0 to 100 in Minneapolis, but why don't they do that here? Are they allowed to do that here?
Yeah.
Are they being told?
It's a well.
That's what I said.
In Minnesota is what? Democratic?
Yeah.
Okay, so Georgia's what?
It's a swing state. So right now in Atlanta it's Democrat. Everywhere else, Republican.
Right.
But still.
So Kemp last year, right? This is last time to run. He ran 2 terms.
There's ICE everywhere.
Man, please. ICE, listen.
But
ICE,
why are they violent in Minneapolis?
Why they ain't in Miami?
They're in Miami.
Where?
They are. They're in
Minnesota is not a coast. New York is a coast. Georgia's a coast. Florida's a coast.
They're in at least
Alabama
all the states.
is a coast. Louisiana is a coast. Texas is a coast. You see what I'm saying? California is a coast. You feel me? You don't see no ICE people going through Compton, Watts, none going through Memphis, none going through Detroit, none going through Miami, because they know fucking better. If you listen, I'm telling all the Mexicans, you want to run to the hood. You feel me? Because get what? They ain't coming to the hood. Because we shooting the same shit.
They're in Chicago.
Man, yeah, in the suburbs.
That was one of the first places I went to.
In the suburbs?
No, in the city.
Man, in the downtown?
But look, why is
ain't no ICE?
Literally
ain't
everywhere.
No ICE on 63rd. Ain't no ICE on 65th. Ain't no ICE in Cabrini. I ain't been to Chicago in a while. I was born in Chicago. Ain't none up there. Ain't none in Bowen Homes. You see what I'm saying? Ain't none in Zone 3. Ain't none of that shit going on in Bankhead. Ain't none of that. Let's be real. Ain't none in Macon. Hold up.
Please.
Ain't none in Macon on the west side. Ain't none in Macon like that. They might be on Riverside. You feel me? In Macon. You feel me? They might be in Stockbridge by the mall. You feel me? They might be in Buckhead. You feel me what I'm saying? But they not stopping no cars in Atlanta. You might get spit on. You feel me? ICE ain't stupid. You feel what I'm saying? Because guess what? When you get black folks riled up, it hit different. We ain't doing no march. Martin Luther King dead. May he rest in peace. We just did a segment on that. These listen, we got a name now. It ain't no YWs or YCs. It's YNs. And they ain't got no, listen, oh shit, ICE, they trying to kill us? We already killing each other. They gonna bring Bloods, Crips, GDs, Vice Lords together. Just like
they're not only in Minneapolis.
Trump ain't stupid. Listen, Trump don't want no black people to get united. Because if you go in the hood in California and you start doing that shit like you was doing when you beat that man right, a nigga got beat up and it brought the Bloods and the Crips and the Mexicans together in California. So if you go to California with that bullshit, you're gonna bring the same thing. And Trump and his organizers and his fucking elite team got better sense. Trump, I challenge you to go to California in them hoods like that. What his name is? Cash. I challenge you. What the other man name is?
It would be Christino.
Listen, ICE.
It would be Christino, not Cash.
I see what the ICE man name is in charge of ICE. You know what I'm saying? DHS, Homeland Security lady, I challenge you to go there. You ain't gonna podcast. It ain't gonna end right. It ain't gonna end right. You feel me? It ain't gonna end.
Listen, to come on this podcast.
If you get the blacks and the Mexicans together and the Hispanics, the whites are a minority. Right now in United States of America, y'all on the verge of minority. What y'all, 51%? What we checking?
Well, white people are at, what, 56?
56%. The rest of America is what?
But you mean
domestic.
The rest?
I mean, not domestic, is what?
The rest would be...
It's colored.
Yeah, but
it's colored.
But like everyone else.
So we whooping that ass. We can whoop that ass. That's why they got abortion rights and shit like that.
We just need to come
That's
together.
why they don't want nobody to kill the babies. Because y'all ain't making it. Y'all ain't producing enough kids, bro. Just being real. I love you, Spence. I ain't with a race war. But guess what? Trump ain't stupid. He know he ain't. Because when a nigga after your ass, he ain't going to hit that ear. Nah, he ain't going to do none of that. You ain't going to be, you ain't going to do none of that. When a nigga on your ass, he on your ass. That's a fact.
Okay, I think we're good on time, though.
Yeah, we biz.
Yeah, we kind of went off topic.
And I hope y'all hear this, though. You know what I'm saying? And y'all read where we coming from. Stay on topic, though. You know what I'm saying? Do for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? We've been doing, we're going to do for ourselves, Spencer. We ain't going to wait on nobody else.
It starts today. If you tell that little part of your brain that tells you not to do something, tell it to shut up and go and do it.
Man, the man told
I don't want to go to the gym. Shut up. Go to the gym.
That's right. Listen.
What were you saying?
Listen, remember we was at the barber shop.
Yeah.
Okay, the old man, Mr. Love.
The tall one?
No, the old man came in. You know, Mr. Love, he the old man, Mr. Love. He came up to me and I said, man, give me some wisdom. Because you know what? That's another thing y'all young cats don't do, man. Y'all don't get the wisdom. Get the wisdom. You know what I'm saying? The wisdom is the ground beneath your feet, young man. The wisdom is the wind behind your back. Grab a hold of it, take control of it. Because guess what? It's there whether you like it or not. It's up to you to decide if you recognize it. But anyway, the man said, you can't control what happened yesterday. You really can't control what's going to happen today. Every day you wake up, it's your first day to do something different. It's your first day to start over. And that's what you were saying just then. You know, today is a fresh day. You know, I come to find out and believe, Spencer, that, you know what I'm saying, that each day.
You know what's crazy?
What's that?
So when you were getting ready and I went to Walmart to go pick up something, there was a dude in the line that went back to me and he actually just said the same thing. So I don't even remember that guy talking about that. But by myself waiting in the line, the dude turned back and said exactly what you're telling me right now.
Yeah, worry about the day.
That's so weird.
Yeah, listen, worry about what you got going on now. Don't worry about what's going to happen. Don't worry about what happened because you can't change what happened yesterday. No matter how much you try, you can't. Guess he said? He said, your life is like a picture. You can't rewind it. You see what I'm saying? Wherever it stops at, that's it. You see him? If you got a chance to continue on for the next episode, be thankful. Because guess what? Just like any other show you ever seen, it gets canceled. Every show known to man gets canceled. The longest running show in the world is NYPD Blue.
Is it? I thought it was The Simpsons.
Yeah, The Simpsons. Right. But guess what?
I bet you it's not far behind.
NYPD Blue is not far behind.
I bet you it isn't.
But yeah, the Simpsons is. But guess what? It got a time too. It does. Cause guess what though? If it wasn't for AI, who gonna do them voices? You know what I'm saying? Who gonna do them? Yeah. Shout out to the Simpsons, man. I used to watch them when they first
But
came out.
actually, I did read something or I watched something.
Come on with it.
The creator of Simpsons actually had ties to Epstein. That's probably why they kind of predicted a lot of things.
Man, it's
to the powers that be in the U.S. government, the
they were trying to tell
hands
you
that control.
Yeah,
maybe
they was trying to tell us.
It's a nice conspiracy theory. Maybe that's why they predicted Trump's presidency. But you could also see some of those things going if you go in that direction.
Trump is going to try to run for a third term.
I don't think he can. I don't think it'll work.
You didn't think he'd kill white people?
I mean, first of all, even if he tried and he actually somehow got to be able to campaign, I really don't think people would vote for him.
Why not?
Not how he is right now. His approval rating is like at 30%.
He's in the Epstein files more than anybody else.
And people really don't like the idea of him running for a third term. Even people who support him.
Hey, what's that man? What's the man named Epstein? What's his name?
You got it. You got his name.
What is his first name?
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey Epstein. Shout out to you, Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, friend of the show. He's a friend of the show.
Listen, most definitely. You help expose, even though y'all don't like, what's his name, Jeff?
Bezos or Jeffrey Epstein?
Jeffrey. We're going to call him Mr. Jeff. Even though you done some old crazy shit, you kept records and you exposing some of these motherfuckers, a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? And it need to be exposed because of, you know what? I'm going to tell you this. If you vote, stand by, or be by, or advocate for anybody that mess with underage children, or that degrade, or rape, or do anything wrong to women, you are the motherfucking devil, and you need to burn in hell. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no way nobody gonna see you in heaven for fucking with children. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And then you trying to say, oh, man, the Epstein files is all about the Epstein files, but I'm tired of the Epstein files. We got better things to worry about. What? No, motherfucker, you fucking with kids. There is nothing else to worry about.
It is not a Democrat hoax.
It's true. Because the Republicans,
both sides.
Listen,
it's
get them all. Get them all. Get them all.
Get them all.
Get them all. Republicans, Democrats, Libertarians, motherfucking, what's the other one's name? Independents, the conservatives. If you fuck around with kids, and if you're disrespecting women and raping them and doing anything wrong against a woman's will, listen, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna tell you like Kevin Gates. If you fuck with children, you need to die. That's a fact. They need to hang you by your scrotum. I'm gonna say it loud and proud. You do not need to be around me. I ain't never had a friend that I know that fuck with kids. And I ain't never had a friend that I know that once I find out a motherfucker that did something to some children or that raped a woman, nigga, I don't want to be around you. You worse than a snitch. You know what I'm saying? A child, nigga, a snitch under pressure. You feel me? Nigga, you is the pressure when you fucking with kids and you raping women. I ain't got no, and yeah, I know a lame ass nigga that I used to fuck with that rape women. You a fuck nigga, and they coming to you, nigga. Anyway, Anyway.
I wish I had the Bible verse, but my phone's recording us.
It's all good. No, don't worry about that.
But do you know this Bible verse though?
May God bless us all, and may God protect us from the pedophiles and the rapists. You know what I'm saying? May God protect us and listen to all. And I want to say this too, to all the victims that's been involved in that Jeffrey Epstein files, and any woman that's been violated in this world. Any child that's been violated, my heart goes out to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. My heart goes out to all the children and the women that was affected, that was being molested or that was being raped or that was being misused. My heart goes out to you because it's a very, 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 look, I didn't help raise daughters. I have nieces. I have a mother. I have sisters. I have female cousins and I have female friends. That ain't nothing I want to do. I don't even I ain't never hit a woman a day in my life. You know what I'm saying? Not beating on no woman. That's a coward. You know what I'm saying? That's why you can't trust these motherfuckers, bro. If you can hit a woman, what the fuck you'll do to me? It's just a matter of time. If you can do that to a child, I don't need to be around it. Know what I'm saying? I don't need to be around it. You feel me? We are, oh, he a snitch.
Is it okay to
he
be
don't keep it real. But you don't want to rap about what's going on with that, though. Because what is it, a white thing? You know what I'm saying? Kid, I tell you what, it's a lot of niggas out here fucking white women. When your kid born, you know what I'm saying? What is it? You racist now? Listen, all children, all women are off limits. White, black, brown, green, color, purple, I don't care. Know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't with none of that raping. I ain't with none of that molesting. I ain't with none of that pedophile. I ain't with none of that degrading women. I ain't none of that beating on women. None of that shit. That ain't on Raheem Hassan Vassal record. And it never, you can call me what the fuck you want, but I ain't nothing done it. I ain't never done none of them things. Know what I'm saying? And my heart goes out to those women or, you know, children that went through something like that. It really does. You know, Raheem gonna keep it real. You know, I'm advocating for everybody that's been done wrong with Jeffrey Epstein, anybody with any type of file. You know what I'm saying? You know, now, you know, if you grown and you a motherfucking freak, you know, freak y'all. But other than that, you know, ain't nobody should be forced to do anything that they don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? Us forced to do anything that they don't understand. You feel me? Period. Right is right and wrong is wrong. You know what I'm saying? We want to get on that, but yeah. No, but you know who ain't in the Epstein files? The greats. Praise God, may God bless him. Mr. Barack Obama. Yeah.
Hey, there's still more files there.
Hey, shout out to Barack. They out that shit. Yeah, most definitely that. You know what I'm saying?
There's still a lot more to come out. So you never know.
Come on with it. You know, hey, one thing about it, if Barack was in there, he'll be on the front page. Trump can't stand him. I ain't never seen one thing Trump hate worse than real news is Barack Obama. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, if only thing Trump hate more than real news is Barack Obama. He can't stand it. You know, I don't know where his birth certificate is. You know, hey, Trump, you shaking up the world, baby. But you're a pedophile though. You like them little girls, man. You know, for real, you might, yeah. That's a fucked up situation, man.
Yeah, and he was there when he watched somebody kill a 13-year-old right in front of him. That's what I said in the files.
Oh man, Trump, you's a murderer. That motherfucker.
He didn't do it. He watched it.
Okay, so if I know a girl that's next door getting raped, and I know she getting raped, and I don't call the police to say something, am I
No,
raping?
actually, I'm sorry. It wasn't a 13-year-old. The 13-year-old was being trafficked, and I think Trump knew that she was being trafficked.
Okay,
but her younger sister.
So if you knew a girl was being trafficked, and you didn't say anything, right?
Yeah.
Are you just as guilty as the person that trafficked him?
I say you're not just as guilty, but you're guilty.
Yeah, because you know and you let it go on.
Yeah.
You could have stopped it, right?
You could have stopped it.
So if you could have stopped something that can hurt someone, that means you have power, right? So if you don't use that power to do right, then you dead ass wrong.
And everybody in the files are wrong.
On the day of judgment, when you look at God, you're going to say, well, I ain't had nothing to do with it. It wasn't me that done it, but you know, and you could have stopped it. And you didn't.
Mm-hmm. And then there's people who are lying that they know what happened.
Going down there with them.
But what about people who know what happened, saw what happened, and lied about it? Tell them it didn't exist. That's worse.
Yeah.
That's in the middle right there.
On the day of judgment, they gonna get what? God gonna ask hell, are you fool? Get what hell gonna look get what hell gonna respond and say, are there any more to come? We got plenty of room.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. And guess what? Y'all Epstein file motherfuckers, the one that's in there doing wrong, y'all gonna be dead in the center. Yes, sir. I'm telling you now. Hell
all right.
No.
That's it.
Yeah, we gone, y'all. Listen, once again, we want to thank everybody, man. Y'all look up Jess Novell, JessNovell.com for the holistic and everything like that for the skincare. Y'all come get it. She got the oils for your hair and for your skin. She got the soap for your body. Y'all come do it. Who rocked the body that rocks the party? Me and Spencer gonna be here. We want to thank everybody for subscribing. We want to thank everybody for believing in us. We are growing and growing and growing and growing. Please come on in now. The first 100, we got a surprise for y'all when we get over 100 subscribers. I'm telling you, we got a big surprise for y'all. The first 100 subscribers, we got a big thanks for y'all. Come on, y'all stay loyal to this base. We're going to keep it real. I know we here there, but we here with y'all and we love y'all. I appreciate all the followers, Facebook, YouTube, what else we got?
TikTok,
Spotify,
Instagram.
What else is another one, ain't it? What we got on Riverside?
X,
Huh?
Riverside, X,
X,
Twitter.
X, we got X, Twitter. We got it all, baby. Listen, y'all come on in. Y'all rock with us. Stay with us. You know, we're going to be here with y'all every week. We coming. We coming with the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know what I'm saying? And may God bless y'all and keep all y'all safe. May God bless you and your family. May God bless you, Spencer. May God bless us.
Bless you.
Yeah. Praise God. Love you, Spencer.
Mm-hmm.
I love
All
you,
right.
man. This is my
That's
partner.
it. That's it.
All right.